What's going on, YouTube? Um, I'm back. I know I lost my last channel. I couldn't even remember my stuff, but I'm here for good now. So I'm back. What's going on, YouTube? Um, this channel is really going to be just like my inner thoughts and like a bunch of gym content. So like you're going to see a bunch of like, you know, I guess inspiration videos. That's not really my purpose of making them. It's kind of just my like inner thoughts and like gym shorts and like gym videos in general. But just been thinking, man, like, you know, like my kind of people, like I don't like really like saying racist and stuff like that. I don't want to sound racist. You know what I mean? Some people take offense, which I don't mean any. But my people, you know, we just consume so much, consume. And I'm like, you know, I used to be one of those people, like, I would do YouTube, then stop. Do YouTube, then stop. And I'm like, dude, if I can watch all this content, excuse me, why can't I create my own content? I think that I'm pretty creative. I think that I'm pretty fun. And I think that I would be a good YouTuber to watch. You know what I mean? So I just want to, you know, come up here today. Like, this video really going to be just like some of my inner thoughts I've been having. You know what I mean? Honestly, like, I could complain, but I'm not going to complain. You know what I mean? Because it's like, even when I can complain, it's like, dude, like, God is so good. Even when I'm undeserving, it's like, it cancels out the complaining. You know what I mean? But it's like, recently I just been feeling like, you know, I need to get better in a lot of areas of my life, especially like financially. You know, a lot of people, you know, complaining, you know, or feel like they not in a good situation. But one thing, you know, I did realize, like, once I got to the, you know, once you start blaming the economy, the president, you know, your mom, your dad, whoever you want to blame, right? Because, you know, somebody got to take the blame. You know what I mean? But once you get past that and like you really look at it, most of the time it's your own fault. It's what you know what I'm saying, what you spend, you know, how you use your money, because your money is supposed to be used as like, think about it like a battlefield. Your money is supposed to be used as little soldiers, and your little soldiers go out and help you ultimately win the war, you know, win the battle, but ultimately win the war. And that's what, you know, our money is supposed to be used for. And even for instance, like our jobs, right? You know, I used to catch myself complaining. Sometimes I still do, like when stuff might go wrong, you know what I mean? But then I got to catch myself because I'm like, yo, I'm grateful to even have a job in the first place. You know what I mean? Because a lot of people, unfortunately, don't have jobs, bro. They can't provide for themselves, you know what I mean? So like, I'm in a great position where I'm at. So I'm learning to be more grateful about my job, but also realize my job is not to retire me. It's not to put me in the best position. That's my own, you know, duty. So I invest, but I need to invest more. I need to do more things to put myself in the best position to, you know, spread my wings from the company and do what I want to do. You know what I mean? So basically, I guess you can say this overall video is going to be about, you know, I guess complaining, or like, you know, like I say, it's just my inner thoughts. This whole channel is going to be like my inner thoughts. You know what I mean? But yeah, I guess something along the lines of that, you know. And yeah, I just want to, you know, I'm about to, like, I've been on my gym journey and I've been bulking, but one thing I wanted to do was like getting back to walking. Like, it doesn't have to be super far, but like my mind just goes and it's creative when like I'm walking. So I'm gonna get back to these videos and I'm gonna drop video every single day, even if it's raining. I don't care. But yeah, you know, I just wanted to come up here and like share my inner thoughts. Sorry, it's a guy riding on a loud, whatever that is, I don't know. But I just wanted to come share my inner thoughts, man, because like I realized like how powerful one person can be, and it really all starts in the mind, because what you put in your mind is how you see life. You know what I mean? And it's just like corn, you know what I mean? Like, when you watch corn, you think about people in a certain type of way, and that's not reality. Or like, you just gotta really be careful what you put in your mind, you know what I mean? And I'm learning a lot of stuff as I go, you know, like, that I already heard before, of known before, but sometimes it doesn't stick. You just hear it and you don't fully get it. But I'm fully starting to get things. And yeah, man, I'm just, honestly, I'm grateful for life. Even when like bad things, you know, go down, like, I'm grateful because it's like, yeah, you might have did something, but be grateful that it didn't cost you your life. And it was just like, you know, God giving you a slap on the wrist or something, you know what I mean? Because I think a lot of us take life for granted. And that's another thing I wanted to touch on, you know what I mean? Taking life for granted. A lot of us think, you know, we just got a whole bunch of time, you know what I mean? And, you know, life is going to be forever type of thing. And it's honestly not. Even with our jobs, we take our jobs for granted. We're supposed to be there to use it as a stepping stone to build, of course, provide, but build for yourself so you don't have to, you know, be there, hell, for longer than 5 years. Because honestly, if you put in like 6 months, a year, whatever, bro, you can do so much with your job, bro. It's just that we get comfortable, we start buying stuff we don't need, and, you know, that's how it goes sometimes. But I just think, you know, we just should be more appreciative, bro. Appreciative, man. You know what I mean? Because we all undeserving. You know what I mean? We not perfect. We all sin. We all undeserving. So I think we should be more grateful. You know what I mean? But these are just some of my inner thoughts. You know what I mean? I don't want to make this a super long video because I've been having a lot on my mind lately. And this is kind of the bulk of it. You know what I mean? But it just feels good to be back on YouTube, you know what I mean, and dropping videos. And like I say, I'm gonna be up here dropping videos every day because I've been having a lot of thoughts on my mind. So it's like I'm never gonna run out of ideas or things to say. So also I'll be dropping some gym stuff up here, you know, because I go to the gym every day just about, you know. I could do some cooking, you know what I mean, kind of what I do on a day-to-day basis, you know. But the main goal is to create and not consume. Like, I feel like I can be a big YouTuber just off of who I am because, you know, I'm coming and I'm not coming with a game or gimmick or anything like that. I'm just coming, releasing my inner thoughts and what I do on a daily basis. Like, dude, I'm a 24-year-old who doesn't have life figured out, probably messed up more times than not. Like, dude, honestly, I don't even think sometimes I deserve to be here, but I'm still here, so I know it's something that I must do, you know what I mean? So, dude, I'm just a regular 24-year-old going through life, trying to figure life out. So, I feel like if I just document everything that's going on, my journey, dude, sky's the limit. So, I want y'all to be a part of it, you know, come with me, you know. For those that want to support, cool. Those that don't, cool. I'm not mad at that. But, yeah, that's kind of going to conclude this video, man. I definitely wanted to get back on my walking because I don't really do the treadmill at the gym, you know what I mean? Because, like, I'm walking right now. So, like, walking is kind of like my small cardio to let some of the, you know, little fat from maybe certain foods I ate or something, you know, let it go. But yeah, man, that's really gonna conclude this video. Like, when I'm walking, one thing I will say, man, if y'all don't walk, dude, when you walk, it's like your brain just like flows. Like, you just like look around, like look at the sky, man. Like, everything just like hits 10 times more beautiful. And it's just more beautiful when you take a walk, and it's just like your thoughts just go, you just flow. And you almost kind of forget about life in a sense because you're not worried about, like, even with driving is cool, but you got to worry about other people more than you're driving. And then it's like, it's just constantly, you got to worry about things on the road. You know what I mean? You can't really be not aware like you could be walking. Like, yeah, you need to pay, of course you're gonna pay attention to your surroundings, but like you don't have to be super aware and alert 24/7, especially like if you live in a good neighborhood or something, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not saying don't be alert, please be alert, but yeah, y'all get what I'm saying. So without any further ado, man, this is today's video. I appreciate y'all for watching wherever y'all at, and hopefully, you know, we grow together. I'm out.